The world is holding its breath tonight. Is this the beginning of something far bigger than a regional conflict? As the U.S.-Venezuela standoff intensifies, a new and dangerous player has stepped in. North Korea's Kim Jong-un has issued a chilling warning to Donald Trump, and the message is shaking global power centers. We begin tonight with a rapidly developing international crisis that could reshape global politics and possibly global peace. Tensions between the United States and Venezuela were already at a breaking point. But now, the situation has escalated dramatically. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has officially entered the conversation, and he is not speaking softly. According to multiple diplomatic sources, Kim Jong-un has delivered a stern and direct warning to former U.S. President Donald Trump, demanding that the United States back off from Venezuela. His message was blunt, unmistakable, and threatening. Leave my friend alone, or face consequences. The friend Kim Jong-un is referring to is Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. What is happening right now? For months, relations between Washington and Caracas have been deteriorating. The United States has accused the Maduro government of authoritarian rule, election manipulation, human rights abuses, and involvement in international drug trafficking. Venezuela, in turn, has accused the U.S. of economic warfare, illegal sanctions, and attempts to overthrow a sovereign government. Recent intelligence leaks and political statements have fueled speculation about possible U.S. operations aimed at weakening or removing Maduro from power. That alone was enough to raise alarms worldwide. But Kim Jong-un's sudden involvement has taken this crisis to an entirely new level. Why Kim Jong-un's warning matters. Kim Jong-un is not just another political leader issuing rhetorical support. He is the head of a nuclear-armed state obedience, a leader who has repeatedly demonstrated his willingness to challenge the United States militarily. A man whose missile tests have triggered emergency alerts across Asia and the Pacific. North Korea and Venezuela share more than diplomatic ties. They share a deep hostility toward U.S. influence, years of international sanctions, and a survival-first approach to power and control. Kim Jong-un has long positioned himself as part of an anti-U.S. global alliance, alongside nations like Russia, Iran, and China. His warning is being interpreted not as empty talk, but as strategic signaling. World War III, real risk or political pressure? The question now echoing across newsrooms, intelligence agencies, and world capitals is simple and terrifying. Are we heading toward World War III? Military analysts caution that while no formal declarations have been made, the pattern is dangerous. If the United States escalates pressure on Venezuela, and if North Korea chooses to respond with military demonstrations, other global powers may feel forced to react. China has deep economic ties to Venezuela. Russia has military and intelligence interests in the region. A localized conflict could rapidly spiral into a multi-front global confrontation. History shows us that world wars rarely begin with a single announcement. They begin with alliances, warnings, miscalculations, and pride. Donald Trump at the center, Donald Trump is no stranger to high-stakes brinkmanship. During his presidency, he exchanged threats with Kim Jong-un, famously promising fire and fury. At the same time, he later claimed a personal diplomatic breakthrough with the North Korean leader. Now, Kim Jong-un's warning appears to be aimed directly at Trump's influence over U.S. foreign policy, and possibly his future role in American leadership. How Trump responds, publicly or behind closed doors, could shape the next phase of this crisis. Silence may be seen as weakness,